Welcome to a new video, beauties everywhere. Today I'm going to talk to you about something I get a lot of questions about, and that is how to grow your hair faster and stronger. I have so much to go over with you on this topic, and I would like to get started because the sooner you learn or are reminded of these things, the better. If you are not following me on Instagram, definitely check it out and connect with me. I love posting beauty and inspirational content that is meant to kind of power up this journey we're on of creating a beautiful life from the inside out. And today I posted my very first mini tutorial on this manicure. Many of you leave me really kind comments about my nails, and I thank you so much for that. And you're also requesting more nail tutorials, so I will use Instagram to show you guys a wide variety of different looks, and I'll do that every week. So yeah, a lot of good content. Let's get started with today's topic, for heaven's sakes, and get ready to take a lot of notes. And please remember that everything in this video is just a reflection of my own personal opinions and thoughts on this. If you have any additional ideas or tips, definitely leave them in a comment below. I read all of your comments, and I think all of us could benefit from maybe learning something new from you. So the first thing is to wash your hair less times. I've said this previously, and I gave you some ideas on how to get your hair to go longer without a wash. This is day 7 for me, and I am not ashamed of it. When you wash too often, you strip your hair of essential oils that it needs to stay healthy and moisturized. So if you can go for at least 3 days without washing it, that is a huge step forward. Number 2 is to check the ingredients on products before applying them to your hair, because some can be really harmful and even carcinogenic. The main ingredients to avoid are called sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium laureth sulfate. They are 2 very common chemicals used throughout the cosmetics industry, sadly. I don't know if I said them the right way, but I'll write them for you in the description below. Basically though, they go by SLS or SLES, and in a nutshell, they're detergents. It's the same kind of shit that goes into engine degreasers and garage floor cleaners, so not what you want on your hair, and definitely not what is going to help with your hair growth. In my email to you this week, I will send a list of ingredients you should really try to avoid. Next tip is to shampoo properly. Overuse of shampoo can make the hair worse. So first things first is to shampoo the scalp only. I barely scrub the ends of my hair. I let the cleanser from the scalp slide down and then very gently distribute it throughout the ends. Doing this with shampoo will absolutely damage your hair. I also recommend doing a mask once a week, and after watching this, make sure to check out the description for a video I will link with different very hydrating mask ideas, and make sure to do a deep protein condition once a month as well. Protein treatments add strength to our hair, making it more resilient, and that will be very important in supporting longer hair. I have one that I use and that I love, but I ran out and I forgot to buy some today, so I will share it below if that's okay. I also love finishing my shower with a cold rinse. Hot steamy showers aren't just bad for the skin, like I mentioned before, they're bad for our hair as well. So rinse with cool water to help seal the cuticles and strengthen the hair. Tip number 6 is to use a leave-in conditioner to lock in moisture and keep the hair hydrated all day. And after you get out of the shower, if you typically like to wrap your hair in a towel turban thing, stop doing that. No matter how super soft the towel may be, it can lead to breakage, and lots of it too. If you really love doing that, choose a soft, super thin microfiber towel instead. This next tip is also very important. Air dry whenever possible. Harsh heat is your hair's worst enemy, and over time you will actually notice a difference if you just air dry your hair. And please, when it comes to brushing, please brush every day, especially before going to bed. Daily brushing helps remove dust and dirt. It helps stimulate the blood supply and distribute sebum. My hair tangles a lot, so I always start from the ends and work my way up. I basically hold it from here, and then I lightly start brushing, and I make my way up toward the roots, after which I brush from top to bottom. And please, try to never brush your hair when wet. I stopped doing that a few years ago, and I swear I think it made a huge difference. I personally air dry, and when it's at least 90% dry, that's when I start brushing. If you have to brush when wet, use a wide tooth comb or a wet brush. Tip number 10 is to stimulate the scalp. The stimulation promotes hair growth by bringing nutrients to the hair follicles. Massage your head not only while you're in the shower washing your hair, but while you're laying in bed, watching TV, etc. If you could do this every day for a minute or two, that would be amazing. Now, I've read a lot about trimming the hair. Many say to do it regularly, others say, wait a minute, not so fast. But here's what I do. Although getting regular trims won't make the hair grow faster, it will keep the ends looking healthy and prevent the splits from working their way up the strands. If you wait too long, those splits will cause the hair to break off high up on the strand and keep the length short. But if your hair is healthy, there's no need to trim every 6 weeks. My hair can go for months without needing a trim. That's because I pay special attention to it on a daily basis. So I definitely agree that trimming is necessary, but doing it too often if you don't really need it will go against the growth. So just pay attention and decide for yourself how often to do it. Another tip is to avoid using rubber bands to tie up your hair. Use cotton hair ties instead because their surface is much softer and won't pull as hard. Tip number 13 is to talk to your doctor about 2 things: supplements and hormones. For supplements, natural ones like biotin, vitamin B, vitamin A, vitamin E, and omega-3s are very helpful. And hormones because imbalances can affect steady hair growth. When I was going through all the hormone issues I mentioned in an older video, my hair was literally breaking and falling off. So finding out what the issue was and working on fixing it made a really great difference. Eating more protein is also instrumental in replenishing dead skin and hair cells, so meats like steak, chicken, and fish are awesome. Tofu is great if you're a vegetarian, as are beans and nuts. And anytime you can incorporate omega-3 acids into your diet, do it. They're good for the health and for beauty, your hair in this instance. Many types of fish, including salmon and herring, contain high levels of fatty acids. Walnuts and flax seeds are great for vegetarians, and canola and soybean oils also contain those acids. Now, I talked before about using silk or satin pillowcases and the dramatic difference they can make. Silk compares very closely to the structure of human hair, while cotton pillowcases drain moisture from it, making it coarser, more brittle, and drying it out, which will lead to breakage. As far as hair growth products and DIY remedies are concerned, here's what I use. Let's start with the hair products first. I just want to preface this by saying this company is not sponsoring this video. I don't even think they have ever heard of me. I purchased every single one of these products on my own time with my own money. I just believe in them so much, and they've made such a dramatic difference in my life that you as my friends deserve to hear about them and hopefully help somebody else out there. So I don't know how to say the name of this brand. I think it's called ᎯℒℰXᎯⅅ. This particular product is not part of what I'm going to talk to you about, but I wanted to show you because if you've been watching my videos for a while, and if you watched the video about how to create long-lasting curls, you may remember this. Yes, from the same line are the products I'm going to talk about today as far as hair growth. This is just their heat protective spray, but anyway, I just wanted to make a point that I have been using these for a long time. When I started losing my hair and my hair was really thinning out, breaking, falling off, I of course started freaking out. And what happened is that I was literally like balding in these 2 spots right here. I was taking proactive steps to help myself internally, but I was so freaked out that I felt like I needed to do something additional. Like I needed something topical. I was like, I will stand on top of my head if anything will help. So I went to the local beauty supply store and I was talking to this really cute girl that was very knowledgeable, and she introduced me to this brand. She was telling me that this is a French company and it's widely used to help folks who have lost their hair as a result of chemotherapy. In my mind, light bulbs started going off, like, whoa, this is definitely something that I want to learn more about and potentially give a try. So I have, and I don't know if it was the internal help that I was given in my body or if it was this or it was a combination of both, but the reality is that within a month my hair started growing out, and even though you might be able to tell that it's a little thin right here, I was telling you it was almost bald. So that's a huge significant difference in less than a year. In any case, there are 3 steps to this. Sadly, step 1, I used the bottle and I finished it about a week and a half ago, and like a ding dong, I didn't think about keeping it, so I threw it away. And of course, I didn't have a chance to go buy it today, and I don't have it to show it to you, so my apologies, but I will list all the 3 steps I'm going to show you today in the description box below. So step 1, which I don't have, it's a little clear bottle with like an oily substance in it. Drizzle that at the roots. Massage it really well, and you're gonna leave it on for about 10 minutes. You're gonna feel a sting, but essentially what that oil does is it goes inside the follicle and really removes and helps dissipate all that dirt, gunk, all that stuff that is clogging, you know, your follicles and could lead to hair loss and things like that. So that is step number 1. Then you're gonna go in, you're gonna wash your hair, condition as usual, you're gonna get out, and then you're gonna use step 2. You're gonna take one of these little vials. They're very easy to break. You just do pop it off, and then you put this kind of clear plasticky cap on top of it, and you're going to squeeze out the contents of it, which you're going to apply at the roots as well, concentrating the amount on the areas where you feel you need a little bit more help. You're going to rub it in, and that's it. You're not going to rinse it off. Then step 3 is to apply this Leavin Nourishing cream. So oil, wash, condition, put the little vial with the little liquid inside, rub it in, leave it on, and then apply this nourishing cream that you're just gonna leave into your hair. So yeah, I'm obsessed with these. Castor oil is also amazing. I've used castor oil before on my lashes, actually. You can apply it to the scalp and massage it in real well, then cover your hair with a shower cap and leave it on overnight. And then the next morning you can shampoo and conditioner as you normally would. I also think that mixing in a few drops of castor oil with your normal conditioner, the one that you rinse out, is also a good idea. Now, bananas are very rich in potassium and vitamins A, E, and C. A great mask is to mash a ripe banana real good. And you can use a food processor if you want to make sure that there aren't any chunks left behind. And then apply it to the hair, cover with a plastic cap or a bag, and let it sit there for 20 minutes. Then wash it off. Sometimes for me, little pieces of banana can get a little stuck. So what I like to do is I mix a pump of conditioner with that mixture, and then it comes right off. Now this next one might sound a little weird, but if you are losing some hair or if it's thinning out, onions work really well. Take a small onion, dice it, then mash it as much as you can. It doesn't have to be fully mashed. Little chunks are totally okay with this, but you want a lot of that juice it produces. Add the juice and the chunks to the scalp and massage for a few minutes. Now, I recommend leaving this on overnight. If you're concerned about the smell, you can always add 1 or 2 teaspoons of honey, but honestly, shampooing and conditioning the next day will totally get rid of the smell. Depending on the needs, I recommend using this treatment at least once a week or as many as twice a week. Lastly, controlling stress and anxiety is huge. Whenever I'm going through periods of stress, my hair starts falling out or breaking more easily, so it's really important to manage those 2 little monsters. I made 2 videos about this already, and I will link them in the description for you. Remember to have patience, though, really, through all of this, and don't try something one time and then say, this doesn't work, and then drop it. The growth doesn't happen overnight. Hair typically only grows about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch max per month, and that is if it's kept healthy. So the bottom line is to not lose hope, have patience, and keep doing any one of these things. If you've enjoyed today's video or learned something new, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos every week. I hope you will have the most beautiful, luscious, and the most amazing hair. I love you for watching, and thank you so much for being here. May good luck and fortune follow you everywhere you go today and every day, and I'll see your beautiful face again in a new video this week. Bye!